Okay.
All right, let's jump on in, fellas. Big news. Kyrie Irving is gone and traded to the Dallas Mavericks for a bunch of nothing. No disrespect to Spencer Dinwiddie or Finney Smith, but considering what Kyrie is worth, they didn't really get that much back for him.
There was a
I
lot
mean,
of
they got Spencer back. Spencer was they got rid of Spencer to get Kyrie.
No, I know.
It's a weird. It's just a weird. It's like a well. First, so the owner of the Nets made it very clear with his move that he wasn't going to send him to the Lakers, which is, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you finna put me through all this shit and I'm going to send you where you want to go? Fuck no. So, I mean, that makes sense. I don't think he's going to stay in Denver. I'm sorry, Dallas. I don't think that, I think it'd be interesting to watch, but with it being, February, that push is going to be weird. But, I mean, him, Christian Wood, and what's the other guard there? Tim Hardaway. I mean, there's some pieces there, but I mean, who go when you down 5, fourth quarter, 2 minutes left? Like, who the fuck you going to? Because if you need to play, you usually go to Doncic. He dribbled that motherfucker for like 20 seconds, like, and then he dished off to Hardaway or the other nigga that just got traded, Dinwiddie, to try to make a play. Like, Kyrie ain't going for that shit.
Listen, this Luka team, bro. Kyrie, this Kyrie problem. Kyrie is a Robin that wants to be Batman. He want to be Nightwing. He think he Dick Grayson, but really he not. Like he's not a standalone.
But then also too, as a Lakers fan,
this is Luka's team. He need to go in there and listen to Fat Lulu and fucking make it work.
But as a Laker fan, I'm kind of looking at Pelinka sideways too because they didn't. I mean, they asked for a lot of picks. Let's get it.
It's not Pelinka's fault. Joe Tsai, basically, that's the owner of the Nets, said that I'm not sending him to LA. So they could have offered whatever. He was not going to LA. When the owner of the team, like, we not trading you to LA, how you gonna blame Pelinka? And the owner, I mean, he dead ass said it. Like,
well, not because now, granted, unless his house highlights was wrong on the shit, they were saying how they wanted AR-15 or Reeves. Who the fuck up the other dude was? I forgot the other guy, but they wanted a lot of picks, right? And
but he wasn't gonna make the deal with LA anyway. Like that's when you got to come into it with the owner of the team done blatantly told everybody we will send this nigga anywhere but LA.
Yeah.
So LA can't put no package together if he's not on the table. Like I can't be mad at Rob Pelinka about this one when the nigga who owned the other team, like, you not going to LA. Like, you not going.
I almost want to know what made Mark Cuban pull that trigger because there's no guarantee that man gonna stay there.
Oh man, he about to sell them tickets. He's about to sell them tickets. They're gonna get in the playoffs. It's gonna be packed.
Yeah.
He gonna do his best to convince Kyrie to stay, but it's a rental. He got him a rental for a couple of months, and he gonna do everything he can to convince him that Dallas is where he want to be. Dallas got good food. It's pretty women down there. Nightlife ain't too bad. He gonna do everything to sell Dallas. He can't sell Dallas to him from nowhere else. He says, what's the best way I can maximize my profits this season?
What's your thoughts on the contract with Kyrie? It was like, yo, we gotta be tied to you winning the championship. I was like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of rocking a hard place. You know what I'm saying? Like, while I was like the owner of the Nets has full right to be like, no, Kyrie, like, I'm gonna make this motherfucking contract specific as fuck because I'm not giving you all this money and you ain't showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then, like, even on First Take, like, they got into a heated argument, they being Jay Will and Stephen A, because Stephen A was coming from it like what Sleepy talked about, like, yo, listen, the man ain't been there. Why I'm giving this man, I think, what, $200 million some dollars, something like that? Why I'm giving you all that money and you ain't been here? Like, why is that hard to understand? And then Jay Will come from the perspective of, you know, he's been doing things outside of basketball. We need to quit blaming him for all this kind of other stuff. But I'm like, Say, well, I feel that, but like Kyrie kind of dug his own hole, bro. Like the past since Boston, this nigga has lit up every single team he been at. Like,
Whoa. Did the same thing in Cleveland. I don't want to follow LeBron. I don't want to be this. Trade me.
yeah.
No. Listen, I will say this, and I have no type of hatred or nothing personal against Kyrie. I think Kyrie is
The person, yeah.
I think he's a hell of a basketball player when he actually fucking plays. He ain't played a full season since high school.
Mm-mm.
The nigga ain't played a full season since he was 17.
Yeah.
He either hurt, I'm not taking the vaccine, I'm gonna go take some time off to do this. Like,
It's my birthday. I need to call off.
Yeah.
like this is the most.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. He's the niggerest. Like he stay on super nigger. You know how niggas clock in late, but still want to get paid for the full shift. Take extra time on their lunch, still want the full shift. I'm gonna take a 4-day weekend. Fuck it, and use my COVID pay. Like this is Kyrie, and he's been this way.
Yeah.
He was hurt in Boston. He was hurt in Cleveland. I'm not getting the vaccine. I'm not gonna do this.
I think the other piece about it is that Kyrie people were saying that, it's this whole contract of how, they got to be tied to a championship. And, he got to be able to do all this. And the majority, tied to a championship, I get it. That was like an extra piece of it. But like when you break down the contract, it was like, the majority of it was just show up, be consistent. That's all we need.
My mans don't like coming to work. So, yes, Kyrie is an NBA champion. He's a hell of a fucking point guard. If Kyrie is locked in, he can score 50 every night.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyrie might not be locked in for 6 weeks at a time. He might take 6 weeks off.
Thanks.
And that's very hard to build a franchise with a culture of winning when you don't know if the nigga that's supposed to come to work gonna come to work or not. Like, that's hard. So I'd never like being on the side of the white man, especially during Black History Month. But goddamn.
But that brings up the other thing, though, which I think KD gonna do, because that's the other elephant in the room.
Right. I mean, shit, KD was requesting a trade over the summer. So I mean, KD doesn't want to. I mean, this is my issue with Kyrie. Let me start over. They could have went to the Knicks, but Kyrie chose Brooklyn and convinced KD to come to Brooklyn. He sold this nigga a dream.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dream selling ass nigga. He sold KD a dream. He promised that he thought that they would compete for a ring. That's what he told KD.
Yeah.
So now that the other motherfuckers that hired you, like, you know what, you said you was gonna try to get us a ring, nigga. I'm gonna give you extra money if you get that ring. You can't really be mad.
The team that he wanted too. DeAndre Jordan got paid. Like, I don't even know where he came from.
That's KD fault. DeAndre Jordan, that's KD boy.
No.
So I mean, I ain't gonna blame Kyrie for that one. You know what? I hope them niggas play well. I like Luka. I like Lil Fat Lulu. I fucks with Kyrie. When it comes to basketball, I hope we get Uncle Drew. I don't like Kyrie. I like Uncle Drew. I hope we get Uncle Drew.
But I'm saying, but do you see? I just can't see. Like, I see Luka bring the ball down court. I see Kyrie, calling for the ball. I just see them on the court at the same time and be like, how the fuck is this gonna work?
I gotta wait and see what happens. But I don't think they're gonna win a championship. Not this year.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to understand the reason for the trade though, because it's literally
he pulled their card and owner.
No, I'm talking about from Dallas's perspective.
Oh man, I mean, Kyrie from the field them seats up, bro. The boy is box office. Kyrie is definitely the still Stephen A's terminology. He's box office. Kyrie can put up 45, 50 points easy.
Yeah,
with a lot of fucking razzle dazzle and crossovers, and he can do that shit. Luka wasn't gonna win shit by itself either. Like, and I'm sorry, losing. You said they gave up nothing basically. What they gave up? Why wouldn't you get Kyrie for 4 months? If you can give up some bullshit and get Kyrie for 4 months, let's try this shit out and see what happens. What's the worst thing that happen? He leaves.
Yeah, either that or he gonna take the money and sign to stay longer, and then try to force a buyout like over the summer or some dumb shit. Like that's the kind of
Nah,
Hey, that'd be a whole ass move though. So I make you sign me, but I try to force you to buy me out.
he's on an expiring contract, so he's not. They're not going to sign him to a new deal unless he's staying. That's why Brooklyn got rid of him. Like, this is either they trade him and get something, or at the end of the year he just leaves. Because Kyrie wasn't staying in Brooklyn. He was not going to stay in Brooklyn.
That's crazy though, bro. To think that because I was on the train, I was like, yo, them niggas finna run the East Coast. They finna run the East Coast. Ain't nobody fucking with Brooklyn. That's crazy. From paper, and then one by one, and then the funny other part about this is Ben Simmons was an all-star, and I don't know.
Bro, the Bat family is cool, but they ain't shit without Batman. You got fucking Nightwing. You got Damian Wayne on that motherfucker. That's Ben Simmons. You got a whole bunch of fucking Robins on the team.
Batgirl.
On fucking paper, you get fucking Red Hood and fucking all these motherfuckers together. You like, they hard.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, Doomsday show up, you need Batman. And they ain't got a fucking Batman.
Yeah.
They were destined to fail. I told you from the get-go. I said, them niggas are going to fail miserably. I was like, KD don't want to be a leader. Kyrie just want to fucking do crossovers and behind the back bullshit. Harden don't want to do shit. He don't play defense when they had Harden. And then they got Ben Simmons who's scared to shoot. I'm like, this is them niggas is destined to fail.
Do you think Philadelphia had done something mentally to their point guards? Because you remember Markelle Fultz, that nigga lost his jumper. Then you got Ben Simmons. Well, Ben Simmons ain't really never have a jumper.
You got to have a jumper to lose it. So
that's just like you gotta have one to lose it.
I still to this day, I'm like, bro, how did he make it this far without a fucking jump shot? They was comparing him to Magic, dog. I'm like,
Magic didn't really have a jump shot either. They thought the league. So listen, Steph Curry has changed the league. The league has changed. Everybody needs to be able to shoot from the center to the point guard.
Yeah.
If this was the 1990s, Ben Simmons would be just fine. Ben Simmons would have been just fine in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have been a fucking all-star.
Who would he have been in the 90s? Who would he have been, Sleepy? Who would he have been in the 90s?
I mean, he tall as fuck, dog, and he a point guard. So I really, the best thing would have been Magic, but he ain't got Magic vision or court awareness. Yeah. But I mean, if you're a point guard and you that fucking big, he'd have been posting man. Mark Price would have got 8 up.
Mark Price.
Ben Simmons would have been posting that boy up.
Is he Lamar Odom in his prime? Kind of feel.
Lamar had a jump. Lamar had a mid range.
Yeah. I had that mid range game down pat.
I don't know who Ben. I mean, Ben Simmons plays great defense, and he can pass, and he used to be able to score in the paint. He would have been Tayshaun Prince.
You know what's crazy too? Talking about the 90s.
Tayshaun had a 3. He had a jumper.
Tayshaun did have a jumper. I got nothing.
You know
I got nothing.
Nah, what's old buddy name? They gonna do a 30 for 30, because he stood for the I'm sorry.
Abdul Roof?
Do not compare Ben Simmons to him.
No, I'm not. But I just think it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
That dude had a flame-o jumper, aka Chris Jackson.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry was here.
Yes.
Like, damn. I definitely need to see that motherfucking documentary.
It's really good.
You saw it already?
I saw the 30 for 30 they did like a few years ago about him.
So
he's got a new documentary coming out on Netflix coming out.
Okay, but no, ESPN did.
My bad.
ESPN did one a 30 for 30 a while back.
A while ago. Okay. Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Okay, I was like, wait, they're doing another one? But no, Netflix is doing one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's overall, y'all think this is going to be a good trade for who? Is both teams losing this trade? Or
no, it's not going to affect shit for Dallas. It's going to be fun for a little bit, but once they look at the game plan, be like, okay, let's just ISO and just spread the shit out. Like they ain't got nobody. They ain't got no shooters.
Neither team was going to win a championship any damn way.
So
but Brooklyn got rid of Kyrie, and he was a headache for them, and that's what they wanted. And Dallas gonna make some extra money for at least 4 months, and possibly get him to
The
resign.
Mavericks are acting like the Cowboys. Just sign us some big ass names and don't win shit. Like that's what.
I mean,
Like
that's what that's when you sign a free agent. Every free agent don't equal a win.
that shit crazy. Who you got? Who you? Speaking of basketball though, I ain't gonna stay there forever. But like, who you think will come out the West now? I know we do this a lot. But I'm just saying, like a mock Western Conference Finals. Because the Kings still ain't started losing yet. The
Until
Suns,
the playoffs get here, it's still Golden State as the niggas. All they got if Golden State get healthy,
that's a
they
lot of
can
ifs.
run they can run anybody out the playoffs.
That's a lot of ifs. That's a lot of ifs.
Yes.
It was a great poem. If I was rich, I'd be drunk.
But listen, I saw them do it last year. I saw them struggle during the season. I saw them bullshit.
You ain't seen him struggle this bad, Sleep.
Nah, I mean
It's
Steph was hurt this year.
The
Like
weirdest,
Steph was out.
the
When you
weirdest-
lose your when your Batman go out, dog, you're gonna struggle.
but this is the weirdest team I've ever like. This is the weirdest team I've ever seen. Like they will beat a good ass team, but then get blown out by 30 by the or lose at the buzzer to the Pistons. Like
They're playing to their competition.
I don't know what's going on with
And-
Klay Thompson.
This happens a lot after you win a championship. I've seen other teams do it too. You win a championship, that next year y'all just going through the motions because you ain't gonna turn it up till you get to the playoffs. You're just going through the motions.
They go fuck around get to that playoff, get to that playing game. You think Draymond leaving?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
Let me ask you this: Do you think he deserves the money he's asking for
No, but he gonna get it.
based off past?
Somebody gonna give it to him. He gonna if they don't, somebody else will.
Do you think he gonna get it from Golden State though?
I think Golden State, depending upon.
Daryl owed me a check for this, so I need y'all to start supporting the watching. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, you know what I'm saying, mess with us. Scroll up, see what you like. He'll have the subjects listed. But yeah, Daryl, cut my check.